Hello all. So this is another series of sessions on B2B service, Oracle B2B service. So in this session, I'll be talking about messages and inbound messages flow and setuping inbound messages. Okay. So before going to that, so service requests will come from different channels. So it can be through a portal, it can be created directly, or if we have a support email ID, so the customers will send an email to that support email, and through that the request should process, and it should automatically create the SRs in our B2B service system. So so for this will support Oracle Fusion Cloud will support that kind of features, and it will be with it will come with the B2B service license. So now what exactly the inbound and outbound messages? So how to define that inbound and outbound messages? So outbound message. So if any message going from Oracle Fusion Cloud, so then that is called outbound message. The example will be if you send a response from this messages subtab. So this will be an outbound message. And if you forward anything, so that is also outbound message. Okay. So these are some of the outbound messages uh, in Oracle Fusion Cloud. And then one more is inbound message. If any email comes from other system to Oracle, or from any other email ID to Oracle Oracle system, then it is called inbound message. Inbound to Oracle. So that inbound messages or that inbound processing we will use for this support email. So for processing this inbound messages. So now we will go to clear this inbound messages flow. So this is the diagram flow chart on inbound messages processing. So first, a user or customer will send an email to a support at oracle.com or any other email ID that belongs to that company. Okay, and so it will be routed to Oracle system. The support email will all emails all emails received will be routed to Oracle email, and through that it will be into Oracle system, and there will be some message filters, so we can define some patterns, and we can allow some users, and we cannot allow some users. So based on that, email will be accepted or not accepted. If it is not accepted by the filters, the process will end here itself. And if it is accepted, an inbound message will be created, and all the extract all the attachments will be attached to the inbound message. And then it will if any SR related to that email, so it will identify. Okay, so if it is not, if there is no related SR, means if we reply to the existing service request notification, so the SR ID or SR number will be stamped over that email. So based on that, it will check. And if it is not able to find or identify, it will create a SR, new SR, Otherwise, it will try to identify if it is not editable, and then it will again create a SR, new SR. And if the sender is identified, so that means the email ID is identified. Means if there is any contact with that email ID, so it will associate that contact, and if any account is associated to that contact, then contact and account will be defaulted for a service request. And all the email IDs in 2 and CC will be added as contacts and resources, I mean teams. And if sender is not identified, and it will check also this 2 and CC emails, and if there is nothing to be added, or if it is all or unknown emails, so it won't do anything. But if it is able to identify, it will add as a contacts or resources. And in case if it is not editable, or if it is no emails are identified, then it will so it will add the content, means it will add the description, email body as a description, and email subject as title of the SR, and attachments, any attachments to the email will be added as SR attachments. And after creating the SR, an acknowledgement email will be sent to the customer email. So this is how the complete flow will work in case of inbound processes. Okay, so now we will see the inbound profile options. So for that, we will go to setup service and and then profile options. Okay, communication channels, and then manage inbound email profile options. If we go to here, so we will see some of the profile options. So inbound enable inline attachments. So this is to so if we want to enable inline attachments, so we can enable this feature. So if any inline attachments coming from the inbound emails, so it will show in the same as in description. And then filter, inbound email filter. So here we will define the inbound email filter, whether we want to enable that inbound email filter or not, that we will specify in this profile option. And acknowledgement email limit per user. So so this is the profile option where we can limit sending notifications or acknowledgements to the user like in a specified time interval. So the below option will tell the time duration. So within this time only the profile option above will work. So it means in 60 minutes only 3 emails can be sent to this customer. So, and these two options are useful if we have if our service requests are creating some duplicate records and duplicate notifications, something like that. And email pattern to stop acknowledgements. So this is to not send notifications to block or something. So we can use this email patterns, and then we can disable. And one more thing we need to check is unknown. Can we process unknown customers or not? So this is very important. If we don't find a contact, then if you want to still create SRs, we need to enable this profile option. So if we disable this profile option, only the emails with the contacts only will create SRs. So otherwise it won't allow. So that is why this unknown customers email processing should be enabled if we need. So and then if we have inbound emails, right? So uh, so these inbound email addresses are the actual Oracle Fusion Cloud environment inbound emails. So if any support emails we need to give to this uh, uh, we need to route that support emails to these emails. So generally we will have two kind of emails here. One is internal and one is external. Another one is external. So internal, mostly external we will use for the customers, and internal for any employee related service requests. And then max inbound email max attachment size. Okay, then batch size, uh, enable inbound email acknowledgement or not. So all that options we will specify here. So these are some of the profile options or settings for inbound email. Then, so after that, so we also need to create channels. So for that, we can go to manage communication channels. So manage communication channels. So here we will register the uh, email addresses. I mean like support at oracle.com or something like that. So to define that email channel, so just create a new channel. So the purpose is support, and we have some other purposes also. Channel type will be email, and we have different channels also. But in our case, I'm going to use email as a channel. So I'll say support at oracle.com, oracledemo.com. Okay, this is my account name, and this is same as my channel code. Okay, and the business unit. So for this channel is applicable to which business unit I can specify here. So by default, it will default to the user business unit. And then after that, just click create or save. So from the customer side, they need to route all the emails coming from this email to the emails mentioned in the manage inbound emails. So then only this will it will process, and the email will be identified uh, as this one as this email only, because it is coming via this channel. So it will identify the channel as the one which is coming actually. So after creating communication channels, we also need to validate um, emails. So for that, we'll go to required tasks and manage email configuration, registration, and validation. this is also one of the important tasks for inbound emails. So it will say if there are any errors, it will say here. But basically, this is right to test or register the emails or channels. Okay. So whatever channels we created, so this must be activated. So we will be using this inbound email addresses, right? So these are the like out of the box email addresses which we will be using to take the emails from the customer actual support email address. So these should be activated. So for now, I'll just activate one. So, but if it is if it is uh, if register is showing means it is not at activated. So that's why we need to register for this first, and then we need to click on this validate. And if you want to test any outbound email, and if you want to check any access point, right? So last read or all that we can check using access point setup. So suppose from this time to this time, who is the sender and who is the recipient, and we can search all the messages coming from that sender and recipient. So we can see the status of that message here. So once it is completed, it will show all the with the green message, green box, green check mark here. So then it will be validated. But first point is we need to register this out of the Oracle email IDs access points, and then we need to validate here. And now going back to the outbound messages. Similarly, we have a few profile options for outbound messages also. So this is like so if we want to enable past conversations, right? So how many when we are sending some forwarding, so do we need to like send previous messages also? Okay, so that we can specify in these two options. So whether we can enable or not, or number of messages we need to send previous messages. And end marker. So this is nothing but the end marker. So it will just display this value as a end of conversation. End of conversation as a tag. So and this past conversation we can include in the message types mentioned in this profile options. So it is for only customer entry. So we can include any other values, start marker, okay, attachment size and forward template. So if we want to forward any messages from the SR area, so we can create a template in SR object, and then we can use that template and we can mention that template name in this profile option. So whatever the format we specify in that template will be applied while forwarding. And similarly, for when we are responding, the same thing will be applicable. And for system response, again, it will display in the same way. And the outbound email from is the like common email, usually it will be no reply at oracle.com, something like that. Company at no reply at company.com. So the use of this profile option is, uh, so by default it will send emails, everything from the Oracle Cloud URL. So if we want to replace all the emails coming, all the outbound emails, right? So we can just use one no reply email, so that everything will be, all the senders will be replaced by this email. So, and so it will be applicable for all. We can't differentiate this. So these are the setups for inbound and outbound messages, and we can also extend this messages object, and I'll just show you some of the objects. So the objects related to service is service request, and then inbound message. So we have inbound message also. So any inbound message coming from the system will come to this inbound message, and it will then process. So we have also a schedule process for processing this inbound requests. So once that process is ran, then only all the service requests will be created, and also the inbound, the reply emails, all will process using that schedule process. But we have inbound. Okay, so this is the inbound message object, and similarly service request object. So in service request object, message is a child object, and other like sales only. So here it will be categorized. So this is all about regarding inbound and outbound messages. So thank you.